Hi everybody. In this lesson I'm going to show you where analytics are and how you can add them to your custom cart. Now OpenCart actually has the ability to add this on its own, and I have another video for OpenCart. And the same goes with WordPress. You can use a plugin called Yoast, but for custom websites this is how you can add analytics. So basically you go to analytics.google.com. When you get there, if you have a Google property, you need to sign in. If you are signed in, it'll just redirect you to this page right here. So inside this, I have my accounts, and right now I just have one account. So if I go to visit platform home, this is for keywords and things like that. So when we go to analytics again, we can add properties by clicking the admin on the lower left. And since I already have an account, that account has this account ID and the web host here. So you can create a new account if you like. I'll show you that real quick. And that would be a separate entity for another site. So basically, when you have an account created, okay, what you want to do is make sure that you have the property itself. So I can add another property to this, whether it's a website or an app. And once I do, you'd go into tracking info. And inside that tracking info, you would click on the tracking code. Then you would copy and paste this, and they recommend that you put it in the head tag as the first item. So in my web address here, I have a head tag right here that has Google Site Verification, the content of where that is, and then the global site tag. So once this is verified, you can take it and put it below. It's not that big a difference. But this tells Google that I own the site. And if you look at my other property here, I have another HTML file that has the name of that encryption that tells Google that this person owns this site. So there's a couple ways to verify. I mentioned that because if you're just starting out, you're going to want to verify to Google that you actually own the property. And that's one way to do it. So let's say I go to create property and I do web like so. Measure that. We'll continue. I'll do custom cart, and then I'll do mm214.com cart implementation like so. Industry category, we'll do computers and electronics, create. So I can actually have 50 properties for one account, which is great. And now that I have that property, I have this right here. So I can go ahead and go into my tracking code real quick. And let's say I go to my cart implementation, and I go to my index file. So this is the index file here. And at this point, all I would need to do is go into my head tag right here and put the script right there. You see the -2 on there because it's the account and the second property of that. So now I have an index for that section. So as far as everything else, you can kind of check it on your own time. But this is how we add analytics. So we can do a bunch of fun stuff with this, by the way. You can have enhanced link attribution to figure out where people are coming from, which is pretty easy to do. That's nice because it'll show user paths. The Search Console is something that I've kind of showed with Webmaster Tools, and this will link the analytics property to that Search Console. So that's kind of a good thing to do, so that everything's linked together. But I think the coolest thing here is the e-commerce, and it'll have sales and things like that. So you can go really far. You can add funnel steps, which means you might have something like that category page. That category page on the custom cart, it goes home to category to product, but we have products linked. So I want to see how much traffic is in the category page. Maybe we don't even have a category page if there's a small enough number of products. We can just go home to product. Okay. Our custom cart has been built to expand, so that's why it's a good thing to have an analysis category at this point. We can keep the category, but it may not be used. So maybe if no one uses it, we remove that menu and have the menu go directly to the products. I hope that makes sense. But this is all part of the final project because we want to see that you know how to install analytics and site mapping.